How's it going, everybody? It is September 8th. This is, Guess Merch by Amazon sales update. I'm doing this just because it's a fun video, actually. I had a plan to put out something else, but I'm going to do this today because the opportunity uh, was right in front of me. And I thought that actually this kind of a topic would be fun for you guys as well. So, as you can see, and I have to, I guess, start by telling you what time it is. It is 2 p.m. Eastern Time, which is my time zone, which means there's still a lot of, there's probably 12, 13 hours left in the day. I believe that the clock here resets at 3 a.m. So, I mean, there's a lot of time in the day, but as you can see, this is the point of my video. And this is why I find this so interesting. Zero sales today in the US. This is highly, highly unusual, even for a bad day this late in the day. But here is the good part. And I was hiding this part of it here. I have 7 sales in total, which is almost my daily average. And this would be actually considered early in the day for such a high number of sales. So the point of this video, and I made this point before, I made this point over and over. There was a lot of, I would guess, let's go with difference in opinion when all these marketplaces were introduced. People in the States and Canada, let's say North America, were all about, you have to push products only to the US marketplace. That's the marketplace. Let's say people in the UK that, as soon as this was introduced, this was amazing because people could actually concentrate on things that were very specific to that marketplace, and people who understood the culture, the terminology, slang, all that kind of stuff, their jokes, they would make a lot of money, right? Same goes for every single marketplace. Well, my point has always been that every single marketplace is important, and this is exactly why. Especially with, like, I would consider my account, and I know this like difference in opinion, but I would consider my account to be a smaller account. If we're looking at people with, that are in tiers 200,000 or even 100,000, which is significantly bigger than mine, and there are many out there, right? 100,000, 200,000. I believe there are accounts with 1 million tiers. So I actually don't know if that's true. I believe that when there was an update with Pretty Merch, once I saw something that mentioned that. I don't know if anyone actually knows anybody who is at that tier, but basically the point is I consider this a small account. With this kind of an account, with these kinds of sales, every single marketplace is important because something like this can change your whole day. Let's say if I was listing only to the US marketplace, yeah, I would have 12,000 designs up, or probably even more, in the US. But then what would happen to all these sales? They would not be existent. They would not be possible. So these days are almost my favorite days, because not because of the sales. Like, that's definitely not my favorite part. I hate that part. I want sales. But what I'm saying is you can still be successful with having a terrible day in your top marketplace. And I have no doubt that I'm going to reach my daily average, or even probably exceed it, and probably get a few sales in the US. But at no point am I kind of worried or stressed or anything because there's a zero here, because I'm still sitting at 7 sales today so far with 13 hours to go. So that was kind of like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, I have to put this out, because recently I've been reading a lot of your comments, and I'm kind of thinking about what kind of content you guys would enjoy, and I feel that I like a lot of discussion about I guess merch, but print on demand in general. And I, through your comments, I can see that you guys like those things as well. Recently we've been talking about why sales are crashing, and people are, of course, bringing up inflation and tough times. People are are broke, and all those kinds of things. And I agree. So, just to kind of further that discussion, to get some ideas from you guys as well, that's the part of all this that I enjoy. For now, I'm gonna, wrap it up. I'm gonna leave it here because this is interesting to me. But I'm curious. What are your thoughts? My thought was always, the more the merrier, because 2 sales in Japan, 0 in the U.S. works for me, right? So, anyways, I'll leave it here. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon.